This winter is about to take a major turn. This will change the holiday week forecast for millions across the country. What began as a localized storm in the west coast is spreading across the whole U.S. This could bring heavy snowfall and ice storms across the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. In the western United States, a high risk in place for a potentially catastrophic flooding. This includes the Palisades burn star and nearby areas. Multiple inches of rain are expected to fall in a short amount of time, dramatically increasing the amount of rain runoff and debris flows. Farther east, a portion of the powerful west coast storm will break off into a large winter storm, which could intensify into a major winter system. This will intensify the risk for heavy snowfall and ice storms across the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. Widespread accumulating snow is likely, and as strong winds slide in behind the cold front, blizzard conditions could develop for millions, right in the middle of the holiday travel rush. So in today's forecast, we're going to break down what exactly you need to know about these two storms that are going to be impacting the United States this Christmas. Beginning with our temperatures over the next 7 days, because this is a big deal, due to these record-breaking temperatures for Christmas Day affecting over half of the country, in which this heavy heat wave could continue through the new year, and then an Arctic blast is possible as we get closer to December 31st. So let's get into depth right now. This is what it's looking like currently. As you can tell, we have this massive amount of heat over the Midwest United States, which could be causing crazy heat waves and temperatures up to even 95 degrees. Now, this could continue through Christmas Day, but let's go ahead and get more into that. So, moving on into Christmas Eve, we can see this kind of starts to break down and shatter. This is Christmas Eve morning that we are looking at right now. This is around 12 a.m. Central Standard Time on Christmas Eve. So as we move on into Christmas Eve, those high temperatures start to break down, which leaves us with 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving on into Christmas Day. This is midday through Christmas Eve. This is what it will look like around evening time, afternoon. As we can see, that sort of starts to show back up. This is signs of re-intensification, which could bring temperatures up to even 95 degrees on Christmas Day, while Santa will be flying his sleigh. But this does start to break down as we move on into Christmas Day. It will continue to be very hot on Christmas Day for most of the country. We can still see signs of up to 70 degrees Fahrenheit in these areas that are in orange and the darker red and blue, which could cause even up to 95 degrees. Moving on into Christmas Day afternoon, South Dakota could be receiving temperatures of up to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, as we move on into the day after Christmas, this is what we could be seeing moving on into December 27th, moving all the way through December 31st. As you can see, we have that massive sign of cold temperatures coming down into this, which could even bring the potential for severe weather to return. Now, here's what it looks like the afternoon of a complete week after Christmas Eve, which is Wednesday of next week. As we can see, we have some more heat up in the northwestern parts of the United States, and we have cold weather going all the way across the east coast and northeast. So that is what our temperatures could be looking like all the way through December 31st. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at our precipitation type, this is what it's looking like right now across the United States, but as we can tell, as we move on into Christmas Eve, you can see all of this rain right here on the western coast. This is what is going to be bringing the significant amount of rainfall around areas like Los Angeles and San Diego. Now, this is the afternoon of Christmas Eve. As you can tell, it's not looking very good. That is a whole lot of rain, which is why they have issued that high risk of excessive rainfall. Now, moving on into Christmas Day, this does kind of start to shatter, as you can tell. But there will still be signs of significant rainfall runoff and even debris flow. Overall, the rest of the United States is looking pretty calm. Maine is getting potential for some snow on Christmas, more around midday Christmas, so you could have a little bit of snow on the ground by December 25th evening. But overall, the rest of the United States is looking pretty quiet. Still some rain showers and some sleet in different little areas, but overall nothing too crazy, and that is why they have the high risk issued. Now, if you are in the San Diego or Los Angeles area, I would be preparing for a little bit of evacuation on Christmas Eve and to Christmas Day, as this could bring record breaking flash flood events and some strong debris flow. Now, as the storm surges to the east coast, all of these big showers start to fire up in the northeast areas. If you look here around New York and Pennsylvania, you can see that this could bring a potential for some strong flooding event like we're going to be seeing in California. So I would just be prepared because there will be signs of strong flooding in areas like that. This is at high risk of excessive rainfall. If you are in that pink area, I would definitely make sure that you have an evacuation plan in order for Christmas Eve on into Christmas Day, as this will bring significant signs of flash flooding and debris runoff. Otherwise, the red area, I would also have an evacuation plan. Just be prepared because there will be some massive signs of flash flooding and insane debris runoff. Green area will be getting a decent amount of rainfall, but not enough to have an evacuation plan, unless this starts to spread into Las Vegas and areas like that in Nevada. Otherwise, yellow area, nothing too crazy, just some moderate rain. I would have an evacuation plan. I would just make sure that you have one anyway, though, because you would rather be safe than sorry. Now, we will not be posting anything on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but in the next video, which will probably be December 26th or December 27th, we will be going over the 2 major winter storms that could be impacting the United States. As always, thanks for watching. Crew Saints with US Weather here signing off. As always, stay safe.